What's up, guys? Welcome back into the Millennial Profit. My name's Adam and I'm a full-time reseller. If you're new here, I show you all different kinds of ways to make money. So if you like money, hit that subscribe button. I don't know why I haven't made a video like this in the past. I'm just going to be answering the most frequently asked questions on YouTube. I'm just going to be scrolling through my comments and answering the ones that I've seen the most. I think this can be very helpful to a lot of people. So I think I might do this every month or so. So first question, Adam, do you allow offers and do you have free included shipping? No, I do not allow offers on most items on eBay. I will clarify though, if you're doing like thrifted or used items, it's kind of hard to get a read on a lot of things because not everything has exact comps. So that can be an area where you want to allow offers because it's hard to get a read on the exact price. And if you can take an offer on something and make a nice profit, you might as well. But in the area that I sell, where it's a lot of new stuff in retail and online arbitrage, there's really no reason to do that because everything pretty much has a market. So I set my prices at the trending prices of the product. And if an item is trending for $25, why would I want to accept an offer for $20 when I know it's going to sell for $25? So it really depends on what you're selling, but no, I don't allow offers. And yes, I do free shipping on pretty much everything. I build my shipping into my price. So no matter how you break it down, whether you charge for shipping or do free shipping, they need to be a total price. If an item is trending at $40 free shipping, why in the world would they pay $40 plus shipping from you? They're just not going to do it. So if you want to charge shipping, then you need to do $32 plus like $8 shipping to get to that $40 mark. And you may say, well, there's no money in that. Then don't buy that item. Not everything is profitable for everyone. Everyone's got different places they're getting these items. So someone selling that item for $40 on eBay may have gotten it for $10 somewhere where you can only get it for $25. So move on and find the next flip. Not everything is going to be profitable, but either way you do your shipping, you need to view it as a total cost. I just like doing free shipping because I feel like that attracts some more buyers, so I build my shipping in. If you're still learning about shipping rates, I highly recommend checking out the eBay shipping calculator. It's a free tool that you can plug in different weight, dimensions, and zip codes to see how much things cost to ship, and you can always factor in the worst case scenario. Next question, can I send something under 1 pound in a priority mailbox and the label will need to be first class, right? This is on that eBay shipping video. No, you can't send first class items in priority boxes. There's no reason. This isn't even a mailing box. This is a medium flat rate. So only medium flat rates could go in this box. If you haven't seen my eBay shipping video, I think I was extremely thorough on that. I really tried to. You can only send priority stuff in priority boxes. Do not try to send first class stuff or they're going to ding you with the priority rate on top of the first class rate. First class, you can literally send in any box. I got this scrap box over here. I could send first class in this very easily. You could also send it in a poly mailer. I use that all the time. All right, next one. I selected buyer pays shipping, but I still have to pay $6 for the label. Why? Shouldn't the label be included in the shipping amount and paid by the buyer? Also, eBay selected the shipping price and the weight and dimensions seemed right. So is that a good option? So this is something that trips a lot of buyers up that start out on Poshmark or Mercari where they provide you a prepaid label. They think that because the buyer is paying for shipping, that you're just going to get a label sent to you or that you don't have to pay for that label, but that's not how eBay works. So say you have a first class item and the buyer pays $6 to ship that, you're still going to have to cover that. You're just kind of pocketing that $6 extra. So you have a $40 item plus $6, you're pocketing $46, but you still have to send out what it costs to ship. If you're doing calculated shipping on the correct weight and dimensions, eBay will actually charge the buyer more than what it's going to cost you to ship, so you'll actually pocket a little extra. But that's something that really trips a lot of people up, is that even though the buyer is paying for shipping, you still have to pay and generate the label. Next one, this one's about my group. What are your percentage of posts of non-FBA and bread and butter? So bread and butter is mainly focused on like eBay, Mercari, and those types of platforms, but a lot of our items can be flipped on Amazon as well. So we have sellers in there that are on Amazon, eBay, all those different ones, but I'd say 90% of what I post are eBay leads. Now, those can be posted on Amazon like I just said, but I'm mainly eBay focused. We do have some people in there though that are more Amazon focused than I, and we have an Amazon Flips channel that's been pretty active recently. This is a good question. What are your 3 best selling items? For me right now, my 3 best selling items have to be always hats, shoes, and Crocs. The Crocs are absolutely flying this time of year. I loaded up on so many of them in the summer. I sold like 15, 16 pairs yesterday I had to send out, and I've sold several more already this morning. It's been absolutely wild. All right, this is one I've been getting a lot lately based on what I said in that video. Were you able to get around it by changing to 4-day handling? So to explain this, basically in this video, I talked about eBay's new shoe fees and shipping that they have for shoes over $100. And I said I was going to try a couple things to try to get around that prepaid FedEx label that they give you. So if your shoes are over $100 after taxes, then eBay is going to send you a label to go to the authentication center, and it charges the buyer $15 for that, and you have to send it FedEx. And I explained in that video how I hated FedEx and how I just didn't think this was right because there's no reason it should cost $15 to ship a pair of shoes. Unfortunately, I have not found a way around that, and they don't let you do any more than 3 days handling. So unfortunately, the answer to that question is no. This is a good one. Do you sell them with the box when the stores rip off the lid? So this would be like shoes that I buy from the Nike outlets. If you've seen me buy some of those in my videos, I just actually don't send them with the box. I sell them new without box, and I send them in a priority mail shoe box. Just to sum this one up, they want to know if it's best to do a personal or business eBay account. If you're just starting out, just do personal. There's really not a big difference. I have one personal account, one business account, just because I set up the personal one first and then I made the business one second. There's really not a huge difference, and it doesn't matter which one you select, just get started. Next question, how much of this was sold using Mercari? Do you believe you could make close to the same amount if sold via Mercari? So this was on a what sold video. Basically asking if I could make like a full-time income just on Mercari and make all of these sales. Usually in my weekend videos, I make probably 5 to 10 sales on Mercari and close to 50 to 80 on eBay, if that tells you anything. And anything I have multiples of, I cross-list to Mercari. So I do have a lot of things on there. I think I have like close to 400 or 500 items on there. But no, I don't think I can make a full-time income just on Mercari. They only have like 15 million users as of right now compared to eBay's like 150 or like 180 million, somewhere around there. It's a huge number, especially when you use the global shipping program. So audience, and also just some little things like only being able to list a quantity of one and things like that, and also having to constantly refresh my listings to get them back to the top of the algorithm versus eBay. Yeah, you kind of have to do the same thing by pulling it down and selling similar, but once you get a hot eBay listing, you can sell it 10 times. So between that and eBay having a lot more customers, currently I think that you still need to have at least an eBay or an Amazon to fuel the most of your sales. And let's end on this one. This is a great question and I have a great answer for it. What is the best way to start selling when you are new at reselling? So I made a whole like 30-minute video on this, and I think I'm going to make an updated one too, because if you follow these exact steps, you should be able to get some capital rolling and really learn how to resell. So the first thing you want to do if you want to start reselling is you need to obviously download the reselling apps. I would start honestly with eBay and Mercari. Mercari is really easy to learn, and eBay is a good way to learn how to list on there as well. Once you've done this, find things from around your house that you don't use anymore and list those on those platforms. This will teach you how to look up comps, how to price competitively on those comps, how to list the item after you've actually found one and you can sell similar like it. I've got tutorials on all of this, and how to ship when the item sells without having to spend a dime because you already have all of this. So if it doesn't work out and you're not good at it or you're not enjoying it, then you're not out anything. Once you've done this, you can create some capital. Once you've created this little bit of capital from stuff you're selling from around your house, you take this capital and you go to the thrift stores. This is a cheap way to get a lot of inventory. And in reselling, you need inventory. It is key to making sales. But instead of hopping straight into online or retail like I do, where you need a lot of capital and it's a lot riskier, you don't have to do that. You go to thrift stores, you buy things for a couple bucks, you go to the Goodwill bins, you get stuff for 50 cents. If it's a bad buy, it's a bad buy. You redonate it, you throw it away, whatever you want to do with it. You're barely out anything. And there's people who thrift for a living. You literally can find so many gems at the thrift stores. You just have to go hunt. Even if you have a bunch of capital, I would still follow this method because it's way less risky. And if you have $5,000 and you hop straight into online or retail arbitrage, but you don't know what you're doing, you don't know how to list, you don't know how to ship, you don't know how to look up comps, you're going to be completely lost. Going to these thrift stores is what's really going to teach you how to look up these comps and find good items that are selling, how to look up sell-through rates on items. Again, I have tutorials on literally all these terms that I'm talking about. I would highly recommend checking out the how-to playlist if you're trying to get into reselling or you just want to learn a little more about it. But this is my method and this is what I would do. Once you have a decent bit of capital and you kind of know what you're doing with the thrift stores, that's where you can think about joining a group like mine, Bread and Butter, or hopping into retail online arbitrage, but I would not hop straight into that. You could possibly dig yourself into a deep hole. And you can watch as many videos as you want in the world, but the only way to really learn how to resell is by getting out and doing it, making mistakes and learning from those mistakes. All right, that pretty much wraps this video up. Let me know if you like this type of video answering questions, and if you did, let me know down below or ask me some questions that I'll answer in next month's one. If you guys liked it, I'll pump another one of these out. If you're interested in joining my reselling group, you can do so, first link in the description. And if you have any questions on that, feel free to let me know. You can message me on Instagram at millennial_profit. There's money to be made everywhere, guys. Let's go get it. Thank you for watching The Millennial Profit.